So in my last video, I asked for some input as far as next steps with my portfolio, and another of you mentioned dumping ARK. Well, I got a bit of a secret for you. I've been thinking about doing that for a while now. Now, I don't usually take the advice of stock YouTubers straight on. I like to listen to a lot of different stock YouTubers with a lot of different opinions, so I can get a sort of a just to sort of keep myself grounded. But I gotta say, I found this video from Financial Education very convincing. I mean, it was convincing enough to make me rethink my ARK investment. And this is not a reaction video. I'm not going to play the video for you. I highly recommend you watch the video on your own. But this video was enough to make me think. And I'm going to talk about some of the things that a few of the things that it brought up. Now, one of the things he brought up is basically how innovative are these stocks in this ARK Innovation ETF really? And when I first bought this ETF, I did do some looking up into each of these. However, I didn't do a full deep dive, basically because it's an ETF. That's the whole point, is that you sort of let Kathy take the wheel. But after he went over some of this, yeah, it got me thinking. Basically, how innovative is Zoom really? Now, when I bought this ETF, it was during the pandemic, and Zoom seemed a lot more important than it is now. But let's talk about Roku. For example, I mean, I do like Roku products, and I've been thinking about buying Roku for some time. But, like, as far as the top tier, the pinnacle of innovation, how innovative is this? Like, you could replicate most of this with a PS4 or a PS5, or heck, even the modern day TVs allow you to do a lot of this stuff right here. Like I said, it's a good product, and I'm thinking of buying it. As far as a pinnacle of innovation, yeah, I think Jeremy's got a point there. Now, Tesla, I get it. I don't have to explain. It pretty much changed EVs forever. Like the EV landscape has changed forever thanks to this company. But as far as Zoom, like I said, yeah, I'm starting to not see it really. Now, Square, now this is the company that makes a little device that plugs into your phone that allows a vendor to accept credit cards. And that pretty much changed, vendors and stuff at conventions forever, because now you can accept credit cards in remote places. Now, I can understand Square changing the game, but these others, yeah, I guess I'm starting to question that. And what got me is when he started talking about other companies like that are more innovative, like AMD, Google. Like, Google started YouTube, which definitely changed the world. We got Meta, Facebook, which changed social media forever. We got Palantir, which, I mean, Kathy sold. We'll get that in a little bit. Like, these companies are actual innovation. And where are these in the top 10? Now, maybe I'm not thinking this all the way through either, but if I really want to put my money and support innovation, which is the whole point of me buying ARK ETF, maybe I might be better served by just taking the money out of ARK and putting it towards the company that I think is very innovative, like Google. Now, when Jeremy brought up Kathy Wood's, I guess, sort of ARK Invest's conviction, that's what really got me thinking. Because, yeah, I mean, ARK Invest has really been selling at bottoms on positions that they claim to have a lot of conviction in, a lot of long-term conviction in. Because, yeah, Palantir, I think, is a very innovative big data company. Like, it's changing the world, and I do have strong feelings against the management, but I think the business itself is doing really, really well. And I think the product itself is going to change the world. But and that's what ARK seemed to think too when they were buying these shares, and they did those YouTube videos, and they started talking about Palantir's long-term success and stuff like that. But they turned right around and they dumped Palantir after poor performance. And they did the same with the Coinbase too. ARK Invest put a lot of funds towards crypto, and they dumped Coinbase at all-time lows instead of doubling down and buying more and bracing for the long haul. So yeah, that does. Now, I do know they still own some Coinbase, but that does, lead me to question a bit about ARK Invest's conviction. Now, I do like Kathy Wood. I listen to her YouTube channel. Like, I think she's very smart, and I do, like I said, I like Kathy Wood a lot, but as far as ARK Invest's conviction record, yeah, I'm starting to question that a bit. Now, I really don't want to sell ARK at this big of a loss, although I do admit it would be a pretty sweet tax write-off. However, I also think that if I put this money into a position that I think is going to balloon more than ARK would over a long period of time, in my mind, that's not really a loss. Now, I'm also not going to sell ARK unless I have another position to put the money into right away, because if I don't, then yeah, I don't like that. So it might be Google, but I got a few suggestions in the comments in my last video, and I kind of want to look through those positions fully before I commit to anything. But anyways, what do you think? Take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.